Sourcing good items for Poshmark can be hard depending on how you do it. But I will tell you that I come from a place of like, if it works, if I've sold it before, I just keep doing that over and over again. And sometimes I have to expand that. Sometimes I shrink that. Sometimes it depends on what your sources are. I don't go to the bins or a thrift store. I source online. So my sources may be different than yours. But one thing I can tell you is that there are items that I know for a fact I will be buying and picking up and putting in my Poshmark closet. These are items that are always a yes. Now, it could change, but I've been doing this like 8 years now, and I have a list of some items that I'm going to share with you that no matter when in the course of 8 years I've been doing this, they've sold, and they've sold for decent money. Download your free reseller resource guide today. I constantly update and share with you discounts, favorites, tools, and resources to help you with your reselling business. After the video, click the link in the description and get your totally free guide today. So this list is a list of 5 to 10 items that are always a yes for me. And I think that this exercise, I mean, these then could be a yes for you, but you might want to make a list of those things. Because if you know that every time you go to the thrift store and you pick up XYZ, it's going to make you $40, then you want that on your yes list, and then you can be focusing on that often and seeing if you can get more of those. So I think it's a good exercise, and I'm going to share with you, like I said, I have 5 or 10 to go over with you. So the first one is a J. Crew open front camel nude, tan color sweater. You can't get more specific than that, preferably in a larger size. So I love this kind of sweater. They have different kinds. So J. Crew sometimes names them, or they just have different styles with different style numbers, but it's generally speaking, each season they kind of have this type of thing because it's a classic piece. And I love selling classic, timeless things because then it doesn't really go bad. So it's camel nude, kind of tan color. It's open front, and we know that we love their cardigans, and it's J. Crew sweater. So that specific sweater I've sold for $40 to $70 multiple times. And it's been different ones, like I said, but that type of sweater. Now, I've sold other J. Crew sweaters, but I don't pick up every open front sweater from J. Crew. I don't pick up every cardigan sweater from J. Crew. I pick up that one. Or if I see it, or if I can get it, or if I get it in a pallet, I'll put those to sell myself. But like other sweaters that aren't like that, I won't sell them myself. I'll send them to like ThredUp, or I'll do a buy sell trade store. So when you're picking items to put in your closet, you want those items that are like always a yes. And so J. Crew open front camel colored sweater, that's one of them. Number 2 is more general. It's Eileen Fisher pants and jeans. I would say preferably high-waisted right now for the season that we're in, and the kinds of people that buy it, they kind of want that style. But I don't care the style. I don't care if they're cropped. I don't care if they're capris. I don't care what color. Eileen Fisher pants or jeans, I'm selling them. I've sold hundreds of them at this point. I've made ridiculous amounts of money on them. I used to sell them with ThredUp. I sell them on Poshmark. Small, medium, large, plus size. Doesn't matter. Eileen Fisher pants are always a yes for me. Always a yes. Next one is a Zara jacket or a J. Crew jacket. Now, mostly I mean coats. Like for J. Crew, I mean more like a pea coat, type of wool coat kind of thing. For Zara, I have a little more flexibility in the outerwear because they'll do like varsity jackets and bomber jackets and different kinds of things. Really, outerwear for the most part from Zara and J. Crew, I'm always going to put that in my Poshmark closet. Even if it's an older style, I find that they sell. And because it's a coat, you're paying $10 or less, you're always going to make a good profit because you're going to sell it for at least $30, if not higher. So I think having a couple of those kinds of brands where you're like, I'll always pick up their jackets, that's good to kind of have in the back of your mind, because maybe you go to the thrift store and you don't find that much, but you know you can go to the coats and at least find one J. Crew coat that you can sell. Yes, at least it wasn't a total wash that day at the thrift store. So I feel like having, those kinds of things in mind are really good. The next one is another J. Crew one. I have other things besides J. Crew. And I don't sell everything from J. Crew. These are very specific things. J. Crew Liberty Print. And I would say, and I haven't come across it, but I would imagine that maybe Liberty Print goes with other brands as well. I haven't had one, but it's the Liberty Print that people really like. And it would say it in the J. Crew, like on the tag, it will say J. Crew Liberty Fabric or something like that. So Liberty Print, dress, top, button down, you know, top or whatever, I will pick those up every time because I don't think I've sold one any less than $30, even a top, and people love it. They look for that specifically. It's a specific kind of print. Is it British? I'm not really sure. Could be just making things up, but so I like that. It's a good seller. So if you see kind of like, it's usually like a micro print, you know, like those like purpley, pink, blue, like it's not bright colors. It's more of a muted color, but colorful. And I don't know if I'm talking out of my butt, but like that, I'm just thinking of the ones that I've sold. It's that kind of print. So you might be able to spot it a mile away. I feel like I might be able to, I mean, you probably will get fooled. There are probably dupes out there, but you would be able to spot it most of the time. And so I can kind of go down a row of button front shirts and spot it and see if I can get it. So Liberty Print on J. Crew, maybe other brands would always be a yes for me. The next one is faux leather leggings from almost any brand. Now, not every no-name brand or every like cheapo brand, but I'm thinking Zara faux leather leggings, Spanx faux leather leggings. If J. Crew had them, I'd sell, you know, like it has to be a brand. Faux leather leggings all the time, hands down. Again, preferably high-waisted at this point in time. I think that's kind of what we're looking for, but I'm sure there are people out there that buy it that aren't, but I specifically like to do high-waisted, and so I'm looking for faux leather leggings from like any major brand, and I will pretty much sell them all. They have to obviously be in good condition and all that, but different colors. I've sold red ones, black ones, brown ones, like faux leather leggings. I love selling them, and I would sell them all the time. And so that's just on my list. Next up, you guys know, if you know, you know, I like selling cashmere sweaters, and so cashmere sweater had to be on the list. It should have probably been number one, but I really did think of, when I thought of making this video, I was like, it's the J. Crew camel sweater. Like, it's that sweater that makes me think about this is always going to be a yes for me. So yes, a cashmere sweater, pretty much from any brand, as long as it doesn't have any flaws, is going to 100% end up in my Poshmark closet if I find it. So it's always going to be a yes. I want to make you aware of the hottest, the best deal I have ever offered in my Rebecca the Reseller Academy. To find it, all you have to do is scroll all the way down to the bottom and you will find this right here. Hot deal, best value, all courses and digital downloads for life. This is it, friends. This is as good as it's going to get. I'm giving you everything I have in my academy, all the digital downloads, all the courses for just $20. The best part is if I create a new digital download going forward, you will get it absolutely free. This is the time to lock in the best deal I have ever offered. All you have to do is go to Rebecca the Reseller Academy, scroll down to Hot Deal, and purchase it for $20. If you're wondering what comes in this, it's everything. So you're going to get all of my courses, and you're also going to get all of the digital downloads that I've created, including my keywords list, my listing forms, my Poshmark closet signs, everything that I have created, and everything that I ever will create will be yours for literally $20. Plus size, new with tags, swimsuit. So it could be Miracle Suit, that would be great, but it could be a no-name brand swimsuit. I find that there are many swimsuit brands that are not known. Like, it's not a J. Crew swimsuit, it's not an Athleta swimsuit, it's not an L Space swimsuit, it's not like any made, you know, it's not like a swimsuit brand, but, or like, you know, the sporty ones like Hurley and all that stuff. Like, it's not like a brand that's well known. Some of them are just like no-name brands. But if it's new at tags and it's plus size, I will sell it because they just sell well. Then if you could get your hands on like a miracle suit, then everything's great, because then you have all those great keywords and people are highly looking for those flattering, slimming kinds of swimsuits. But plus size, new tag swimsuit, pretty much anything, I will sell it. It's always on my list. The last category that I have is kind of like a few things all mixed up together, because it's a type, right? So I have sold Polo Ralph Lauren dresses for good money, Torrid dresses for good money, Zara dresses for good money. You guys know I like that. Lily Pulitzer dresses for good money. I'm grouping them all together, even though they're different brands, different price points, because it's a dress. I would even put Eliza J in this category. It's a dress that I am familiar with, that I know that I've bought and sold multiple times over and over again. And so I have confidence that if I buy it, it will likely sell. Now, are there some Zara dresses that I still have sitting? Of course, like I'm not right every time. But like I'm looking right now, I have some things that are going to get photographed here soon. I have Torrid dresses, I have Zara dresses, I have a Tommy Bahama dress, I have a Vineyard Vines dress. Like brands that you know that you have sold in a category or item type that you know you have sold, and it's sold for good money. And it's mostly all good, with maybe one or two outliers of bad. And then you would be like, this is something I want to always pay attention to. So my closet will probably always have Zara dresses in it. It will probably always have Torrid dresses in it. I mean, for the last 8 years, I've been selling these brands. So, you know, could there be a time where there isn't it? You know, there is no Torrid anymore? Yeah, maybe. Maybe when it's totally finished. But it's not yet. And so I'm going to always say yes to those dresses, because I always have luck selling those dresses. So those are mine. Like Polo Ralph Lauren. I don't really sell Ralph Lauren dresses anymore. It's Polo, because it's a higher price and you can do really well with those dresses. So Polo Ralph Lauren, Torrid, Zara, Lily Pulitzer, not all Lily Pulitzer, new Lily Pulitzer. Those dresses are always going to be in my closet. Like I said, I have a Tommy Bahama, I have a Vineyard Vines. Those are always going to be part of it. But one that I used to love selling, Draper James, I don't want to pick up anymore because it doesn't sell like it used to. Probably because they did their diffusion line, Draper James RSVP, at Kohl's. And so that's where things go to die. So there goes Draper James. Reese Witherspoon's probably making buckets of money, but I'm not, because I would pay up for those Draper James dresses and now they're sitting. So it's not always for forever. But if you can identify for your closet what's your always yes, you know, maybe it's a certain kind of anthropology. I don't really like to deal with anthropology. It's not for me. I just don't get it and I don't sell it. It's never sold well for me. I've just never picked the right stuff. It's just not for me. But maybe that's your thing. And so you'll always have an anthropology dress or always Free People or whatever. I don't deal with it. So those might be your things. So I'm saying all of these together so that you can kind of find for yourself, like, what is that yes thing that you always want to have in your closet? And so these are mine. I hope that it inspires you to make your own list so that you can focus on them. Instead of focusing on what does the thrift store have for me today, maybe you could say, how can I get more J. Crew Liberty print? What could I do to find that and source it and sell it again and again? Because you know it works for you. So I hope that you are inspired to find things for your own yes list. Go ahead and let me know down in the comments what's on your yes list. I would like to know. Thanks, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye. Poshmark VA is a tax-deductible business investment that pays for itself many times over each month. It increases Poshmark sales because it shares and sends offers more than I ever could manually. It handles all my shares, automatic offer to likers, bulk offers, and it can do price drops and relists. When my coaching clients add Poshmark VA, it makes more sales basically immediately. The best part is that you get your time back. More time with family, thrifting, whatever. Get 20% off with code Rebecca the Reseller and the link below.